A couple of weeks ago, I did this video. Most of us dream about owning a home sometime in our life. And today, we are going to talk about that. So, which is better? Mortgage or an investment plan? And I would like to personally thank you for watching the video and engaging with us. So today, we got a couple of questions from our clients and our prospective clients, and I would like to answer those questions today. My name is Mick Murioki, Wealth Advisor at Nabo Capital. So the first question I would like to address today is from Vincent Abuje. You asked, considering the mortgage that cost 5 million today will not cost the same in 10 years, 17 million earned may not buy a 3-unit that cost 5 million today. But you also said it's possible for both. Both are good going into the future. Thank you for that. Mike Wanjoy, I would still borrow. Have you factored in how much the house will be worth in 10 years? How about the time value of money? I'll be able to answer that as well, so stay tuned in the video. Ochilo Festo, you say that a lot of factors have not been taken into account, but this is still an informative message. Other MK, your question is, where will I be living when investing for the 10 years? I'll be able to tell you where you'll be living for those 10 years. What will be the value of my property? This is from Simon Ngingi. What will be the value of my property after 10 years? Are you not paying rent somewhere? I think that is that marries well with others' question. Maina Mohara, simplistic. The house can be rent out or owner lives in it. The owner who opens an investment account pays rent somewhere. Value house will change with time. Time value of money factored in factor the value of money. All right, we'll also be able to discuss that. I will wait for 10 years. Have you factored in inflation? Obviously we have. And 10 years with 17 million will not be the same. Well, a 17 million house today is not the same as a 17 million house in 10 years as well, but we'll be able to discuss that even more. I think the rest of the questions are almost similar, so we'll be able to do a holistic answer to all of those. The main questions that we got from our viewers is around delayed gratification. This is the fact that you'll not be living in that house for the next 10 years. Say, for instance, you took a mortgage of 20 million for 10 years, you'd be living in that house for those 10 years. But also remember, you'll be paying up to 20 million in terms of interest only to the bank in those 10 years. So we need to take a lot of consideration in that. The next one was around inflation. Obviously, the property will not be worth the same as 10 years from today. So remember, when you're investing in the Nabo Home Ownership Plan, we'll give you a rate of between 10.5 to 11.5%. Our inflation rate in Kenya right now is about 5.87. So for the next 10 years, we've already covered the inflation part and also given you a rate of above 6%. So obviously there's capital gains over the next 10 years, which would cover the fact that obviously the house you'd like to build in 10 years or 15 years will be worth more. Also remember, property appraisal rate in Kenya is about 3.81%. This is something you should also take into consideration when you're thinking about owning a home with either mortgage or the Nabo House Ownership Plan. As I said, there's no one shoe fits all when it comes to these matters. We're just trying to make sure that we give you the best possible scenario for you. And remember, in investment, we take a lot of things into consideration. Your age, so time horizon for your investment. If it's someone between 25 to 35 years, you still have a lot of time to to plan your finances and get into a home ownership plan whereby you'll be able to pay yourself the interest instead of paying the bank. Also remember, when you take out a mortgage, which we are not saying don't ever take a mortgage, there are a lot of factors that you need to take into consideration. A lot has to stay intact. Everything in your life has to stay the same or better, because if you're not able to raise the interest, remember, the bank obviously might come for your house. But with an able ownership plan, even if you're not able to raise those interests for a couple of months or even a year or two, your investment is still solid. You can still get your money. You can still have access to your money. And you can either appreciate or depreciate in terms of what you want to own. You might decide now at 5 years or at 7 years, I have enough cash to build a smaller house than what I was expecting, depending on your financial status at that time. But remember, when you take out a mortgage, it's a 10 years relationship that you have to keep every month. So if anything happens, if you lose your job, if you get something happens to your finances, obviously that means that you're not able to raise the money to pay for your monthly installments.